if you're a Virgo born August 23rd to September 22nd, what can you expect for the month of August 2019? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so Virgos, I just feel like there's some letting go, right? And I feel like there's this whole new, there's a fog, right? And the fog is going to lift, and you're going to be able to figure out where it is, or what it is that you're going to be doing, where you're going to be going. But I feel like a lot of you right now feel a little bit like you might be in a bit of a fog, not quite sure what to do, a little bit anxious, a little bit like, what's next for me? My eyes rather are burning a little bit. So I'm just feeling like there's some lack of clarity. Now, as we move into August, I feel like there's this opening, right? That's at least there's a sense of the movement where you're going, a little more comfortability, what's happening. But I also feel there's a lot of grief. And whether it's just you're nursing yourself from an injury, or whether your life has taken a turn and there's a new direction, whether you've lost a life partner or your life circumstances have changed and your life doesn't look anything like it once did, or you yourself have put them into motion, right? You've decided, oh, this is the direction I'm going. It still isn't easy. It's still change, right? So every sign is going through something that is, a lot of change, but some signs are bigger than others, right? The are feeling it more than others. So there's this level of anxiety that I can feel as I go into the energy field with you Virgos. So I feel like also that it's going to be unlocked, and it doesn't feel long. Like it feels like in early August, like there's going to be more of an understanding and more of, okay, that feels good to me, that feels better to me. So I think you're going to get some answers here the first week of August that's just going to make you feel a little bit better about your life and the direction that it's taking, and movement about where it's going. So let's look at romantic relationships. Those of you that are in a romantic relationship, coupled relationship, let's see what's in store for you. Well, patience is needed. Patience is needed with your partner. I just feel this, I feel like you both need to find your way. And in the relationship, there is such a deep connection, but there's also kind of like an imbalance or a recalibration that's happening. And when you're in a long-term committed relationship, it's like having, it's like the water comes in and washes over you, it goes back out, but you're covered in sand except your neck, right? So it's like, oh, that didn't feel good. So there's these challenges that are happening that are emotional. The good news is I feel like there's still a lot of love there. I feel like there's these big openings that are going to happen. I feel like also people, if this is a health crisis, I feel like people around you are going to come and help you out of it. If it's a financial crisis, I feel the same way. I feel like people will come in and help to rescue. You're not alone. Support's coming. You have to ask for help, and you have to start to speak up. So it's very important that you're clear and that you start to communicate what it is that you want. Okay. And especially creating time for yourself within the relationship. Super important that you get your time inside of that relationship. And you have to have that. It's really self-preservation. Let's move on to the end of the month. A lot more lightness, a lot more doors opening. There's more of an ease. There's more of a grace. There's more of a, like, this works for me. This is my new normal. And I can manage it. It works. So I do feel like there's an acceptance, or in the next 30 days, a new normal kind of starts to emerge for you that feels good. As far as those of you that are single and interested in romance, let's see what's in store for you guys. Well, there's definitely an excitement for those of you that are interested in romance. There's an excitement. Some of you may have recently met somebody, and that's starting to feel really good. For those of you that haven't met anybody yet, there's more than one person showing up, right? But there's one in the forefront, and then there's like 2 or 3 in the back. So really, it's kind of what you want. Just take it slow. This is the big message for you, is take it slow. There's no rush. You have time to sample, time to experience, time to discern, time to discover yourself. And if you haven't been in a relationship for a really long time, there may be somebody that comes in, at the end of August, around that new moon of Virgo, August 30th, right around that time, there may be somebody completely new, and you're like, I haven't dated in 10 years. I haven't even thought about it. And all of a sudden, boom. So, and there's equal passion for projects and equal passion for humanity and whatever it is that you're in alignment with, that's your passion. Their passion, it's their passion too. So it becomes their passion too. So very much an opportunity. So if you're somebody who hasn't been in a relationship for a long time, and I mean like 5 years or more, you just need to be open to it. Just be open that you might meet somebody. So, and I'm telling you, this would be a good thing. This would not be a bad thing. All right. And they're accomplished, and they're not somebody you're going to have to take care of, and they're not they're good. They would be good for you. All right, so that's exciting news. Let's move on to career and money for you Virgos. What's happening in your career and money this month? Career, you're gonna have to pace yourself. It's not, Rome wasn't built in a day. Don't try and, score your big hits and everything for your, for the next 5 years all at once, right? Sometimes people get too greedy, right? Or try to extend themselves too far. There's so many different avenues that we could talk about, right? If you're building a business, do I build a small building? Do I build a whole apartment complex? Do I do one or do I do all? Do I take out $100,000 loan? Do I take out $1 million loan, right? So there's all these different ways in which we can visualize our future. Slow, just go slow. If you're somebody who's in the stock market, go slow. It's about the tortoise wins the race, okay? So build it slow, whatever you're building. They're saying, especially for you entrepreneurs, build it slow, and you're gonna be fine. If you work for somebody else, there's a lot of movement. Around the 15th, there is a full moon in Aquarius, and I just feel like things like your chips coming in, right? So whether that means you have got a bonus coming, or you get that deal, or you get that acknowledgement, or you get the lead on a team, but I feel like there's opportunity for you to kind of level up your game and people noticing you. So that's good. Money also feels good. Feels like there's money coming in and not a problem. Even if it's borrowed funds, I feel like it's right there for you. But you do want to be careful with overextending your vision, trying to build too much too fast. Take it slow. And this is true even if you're trying to remodel your home, right? Don't do the whole house, right? Do one bathroom, and then 6 months do the kitchen. I know it's not optimal, but it's like they're saying do it slow. Whatever you're doing, spend it slow, because there's more to come, right? We're just not seeing the full picture here. All right, let's look at your health for Virgos, what's in store for you. So just be tender with your back, your hips, right? That's makes sense to me, because it's about the weight of the world. It's about you holding yourself up in the world. It's about you moving forward. So when we start to have problems with our low back, with our hips, with our knees, right? Fear of moving forward, fear of having to carry, not fear, but having to carry the weight or the pressure of it all, right? And hips can be about anger, all these things. So it's like all those little things are emotional telltale signs of what we're not releasing, what we're not saying, what we're resisting. So be in the flow, go with it, and you'll just feel better. It'll be less intense. So also want to look at anything unexpected for you. Yeah, okay, it feels like there's some unexpected trips and possibly unexpected money coming in too. So whether that's a loan or whether it's a gift to you or a surprise where you actually, have some winnings or make more money on something that you're selling, but there's a surprise. It's like, yes, so it feels good. So there's unexpected money coming in, which is really positive for you. So nice unexpected opportunity to get away and unexpected money coming in. It could be that the money comes in and you use the money to have an unexpected getaway. But don't force issues, right? I always caution people to try and take what I say and then try and manipulate it into your life, because that never works. Never. You just have to let go, and if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't, right? Because this is a big read for a lot of people, not, and doesn't always mean it's specific to you. So just have an awareness that there could be money coming in, right? But don't spend it till it shows up. All right, you guys, have a wonderful month. Enjoy yourselves. Take care of yourself. Watch your bodies. Watch your back and your knees, right? Slow down. Take it easy. It could be that some of you have already had an injury because you're moving too fast. So just slow down. Breathe. This is a lot of times just emotional. It's where you carry weight. Doesn't necessarily mean that something's going to happen. So let's erase that. Let's just pay attention to our emotions and move them, and pay attention to our environment, and it will all be good. Okay, Virgos, have a wonderful month. I do feel like the clarity is going to come through. I do feel like the fog is going to lift. There's a lot of energy of excitement available for you, especially in romantic relationships. There's new energy coming in for you. And opportunities to speak up and get healing and to be heard are all here this month. There is a new moon in Leo, July 31st and August 1st, and it's really going to make you feel a little more robust. It's going to make you energize you and allow you to feel a little bit more certain of what you say and the way you're going to carry yourself, and so that you communicate a little bit more precisely what it is that you want. And then that new moon in Virgo, August 30th, just feels really expansive, and I feel almost like you're an octopus, that you can start picking up what you want. Right, I'll take a little of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Right, I see all these hands moving to get what you want. And very easy, everything within reach. So as much as you may feel a little bit like right now, like, oh my God, this is like intense, just know that in 30 days, it feels like that can all be shifted. All right, have a wonderful month, everybody. Look forward to connecting with you again next month. And for those Virgos that have birthdays this month, happy birthday, Virgos. Much love to you all, and I'll see you again next month.